751. Disengage. To withdraw from involvement or connection. Detach. Disconnect. Remove. Withdraw. Why is it important to disengage from stressful situations? Disengaging from tension improves mental health. Choosing to detach helps maintain balance, while learning to withdraw from unnecessary conflicts fosters emotional stability. 752. Disgorge. To release or eject something forcefully. Expel. Eject. Spew. Discharge. How do rivers disgorge water into the ocean? Rivers disgorge enormous volumes into seas. Water expels with strong currents, while sediment discharges nutrients. This natural process ensures ecological balance. 753. Disgruntle. To make dissatisfied or irritated. Annoy. Irritate. Upset. Frustrate. How can organizations prevent disgruntled employees? Keeping employees satisfied prevents disgruntlement. Avoiding irritation through fair policies ensures productivity, while addressing frustration maintains workplace harmony. 754. Disguise. To conceal identity or appearance. Camouflage. Mask. Conceal. Veil. How do people disguise their emotions in social settings? Individuals often disguise true feelings to maintain composure. They camouflage distress in professional environments, choosing to veil emotions for smoother interactions. 755. Disinclination. A lack of willingness or desire. Reluctance. Hesitation. Aversion. Unwillingness. Why do people sometimes experience disinclination toward new opportunities? Disinclination toward change stems from uncertainty. A strong aversion may block progress, while overcoming reluctance allows growth. Managing hesitation fosters success. 756. Disinfect. To cleanse something of harmful germs. Sterilize. Purify. Decontaminate. Sanitize. Why is it necessary to disinfect shared spaces regularly? Disinfecting high-contact areas prevents infections. Frequent sterilization reduces risks, while routine sanitization ensures public safety in hospitals, workplaces, and homes. 757. Disinter. To dig up or expose something buried. Unearth. Exhume. Reveal. Extract. Why is it sometimes necessary to disinter historical artifacts? Archaeologists disinter ancient relics to study civilizations. They unearth cultural traces, carefully exhuming items that reveal lost traditions, ensuring heritage preservation. 758. Disinterested. Neutral or lacking personal involvement. Impartial. Detached. Unbiased. Objective. Why is it important for judges to remain disinterested in cases? Disinterested judgments ensure fairness. Remaining impartial prevents bias, while maintaining an unbiased perspective upholds justice. Objectivity strengthens credibility. 759. Disjointed. Lacking coherence or logical connection. Fragmented. Incoherent. Disconnected. Jumbled. How does disjointed communication affect understanding? Disjointed speech confuses audiences. When thoughts become fragmented, meaning is lost. Incoherent statements complicate discussions, reducing efficiency in conveying ideas. 760. Disjunctive. Lacking connection or separation. Divided. Disconnected. Isolated. Split. How does disjunctive thinking affect problem-solving skills? Disjunctive reasoning hinders clarity. When thoughts feel disconnected, conclusions may lack coherence. Avoiding isolated perspectives fosters critical analysis, ensuring meaningful insights. 761. Dismantle. To take apart or destroy. Disassemble. Deconstruct. tear down, break apart. Why do governments dismantle old infrastructure? Dismantling outdated buildings ensures safety. Engineers deconstruct structures to renovate landscapes, while choosing to break apart hazardous areas prevents accidents and urban decay. 762. Dismay, a feeling of distress or disappointment. Shock, anxiety, apprehension, concern. How does unexpected failure cause dismay? Experiencing dismay after setbacks is natural. Shock from sudden defeat dampens morale, while apprehension about future challenges fuels hesitation. Overcoming anxiety ensures resilience. 763. Disparage, to criticize or speak ill of, belittle, devalue, undermine, demean. How can disparaging others affect relationships? Disparaging remarks weaken trust. When people belittle achievements, confidence declines. Avoiding undermining efforts fosters strong bonds, ensuring mutual respect in interactions. 764. Disparate, fundamentally different or distinct. Distinct, unrelated, contrasting. Separate. How do disparate cultures influence global diversity? Disparate traditions enrich society. Exploring contrasting beliefs fosters understanding, while distinct customs shape heritage. Learning from unrelated perspectives encourages inclusivity. 765. Dispassionate, unaffected by emotion. Neutral, unbiased. Objective, detached. Why is a dispassionate approach beneficial in decision-making? A dispassionate mindset ensures fairness. Leaders who remain neutral in conflicts make rational choices, while maintaining objectivity fosters thoughtful resolutions without emotional interference. 766. Dispatch, to send off or deliver something quickly. Expedite, transmit, forward, send out. Why is fast dispatching crucial in emergency services? Dispatching aid promptly saves lives. Authorities expedite resources to affected areas, while medical teams transmit urgent responses efficiently to stabilize crises. 767. Dispose, to get rid of or arrange something. Eliminate, discard, remove, get rid of. How can responsible waste disposal improve environmental health? Disposing materials properly reduces pollution. Choosing to eliminate harmful substances prevents contamination, while discarding recyclables ensures sustainable resource management. 768. Disregard, to ignore or show no concern for. Neglect, overlook, dismiss, ignore. How does disregarding rules affect social order? Disregarding regulations weakens structure. When individuals ignore laws, communities suffer. Overcoming neglect in governance ensures public trust and order. 769. Dissect, to analyze or take apart in detail. Examine, analyze, investigate, scrutinize. Why do scientists dissect biological specimens? Dissecting organisms uncovers medical insights. Researchers examine cells for cures, while investigating anatomy fosters knowledge about living systems and health advancements. 770. Dissemble, to conceal or disguise one's true feelings or intentions. Deceive, pretend, feign, camouflage. Why do people sometimes choose to dissemble their emotions in social situations? People dissemble emotions to maintain relationships. Some pretend to be happy to avoid conflict, while others feign confidence in professional settings. Camouflaging true feelings ensures social harmony. 771. Disseminate, to spread or distribute information widely. Circulate, broadcast, propagate, distribute. Why is it important to disseminate accurate news in the digital age? Disseminating correct information prevents misinformation. When journalists broadcast verified stories, trust is upheld. Circulating knowledge fosters awareness, ensuring society remains well-informed. 772. Dissension. Disagreement that leads to discord. Dispute. Conflict. Discord. Opposition. How can organizations manage dissension among employees? Addressing dissension requires open dialogue. Leaders must resolve disputes professionally, while minimizing conflict ensures teamwork. Handling opposition constructively strengthens collaboration. 773. Dissent. To express disagreement or opposition. Object. Protest. Challenge. Disagree. Why is dissent an important aspect of democratic societies? Dissent allows for diverse opinions in governance. Citizens protest policies they oppose, ensuring accountability. Challenging norms promotes fairness, making the right to object a key democratic value. 774. Dissipate. To disappear or disperse gradually. Scatter. Dispel. Vanish. Disperse. Why is it crucial to dissipate stress in daily life? Dissipating tension improves mental well-being. Techniques like meditation help dispel anxiety, while engaging in hobbies allows worries to vanish naturally. Choosing to scatter negativity fosters relaxation. 775. Dissolute. Indulgent in immoral or reckless behavior. Corrupt. Depraved. Immoral. Debauched. Why do some historical figures have a reputation for leading a dissolute life? Some leaders were dissolute, engaging in excessive luxuries. Their depraved actions led to scandals, while immoral choices often overshadowed their contributions. Debauched lifestyles shaped negative legacies. 776. Dissolve. To break apart or disappear into a liquid. Melt. Liquefy. Disintegrate. Break down. Why does sugar dissolve quickly in hot water? Dissolving substances in liquids involves molecular interactions. Heat helps sugar melt faster, while chemical properties allow it to disintegrate evenly, ensuring a well-mixed solution. 777. Dissonance. A lack of harmony or agreement. Discord. Conflict. Clashing. Discrepancy. How does cognitive dissonance impact decision-making? Dissonance creates inner tension when beliefs clash. Facing conflict between values and choices can be unsettling, while recognizing discrepancies helps resolve doubts, ensuring rational decisions. 778. Dissuade. To convince someone not to do something. Discourage. Prevent. Restrain. Deter. How can parents effectively dissuade children from risky behaviors? Dissuading youth requires guidance and reasoning. If parents discourage dangerous activities with examples, children rethink decisions. Strong deterrence ensures safer choices. 779. Disdain. To treat with contempt or scorn. Disrespect. Despise. Condemn. Scorn. How does disdain for others affect relationships? Disdain breeds negativity. If individuals scorn differing opinions, they weaken bonds. Choosing to despise rather than understand leads to hostility, making it vital to avoid disrespect in interactions. 780. Distal. Situated far from the center or point of attachment. Distant. Remote. Far off. Peripheral. How does the concept of distal apply in medical terminology? Distal refers to body parts located farther from the torso. For example, the fingers are distant from the shoulder. Understanding peripheral anatomy aids in diagnosing injuries effectively. 781. Distend. To swell or expand from pressure. inflate, stretch, enlarge, expand. How does the human stomach distend after a large meal? Eating excessively can distend the stomach, causing discomfort. The organ expands to accommodate food, while excessive inflation may result in bloating and sluggish digestion. 782. Distill, to purify or extract the essence. Refine, extract, concentrate, purify. How does distilling water improve its quality? Distilling eliminates impurities by purifying liquids through evaporation. The process extracts contaminants, making the refined water safe for consumption. 783. Distort, to twist or alter from the original form. Misrepresent, deform, warp, twist. How does media distortion affect public perception of events? Distorting information influences opinions. When news is misrepresented, facts become misleading. Twisting narratives alters reality, making it crucial to verify sources. 784. Distract, to divert attention away from focus. Divert, sidetrack, interrupt, preoccupy. How can people avoid distractions while working? Distracting influences lower productivity. Choosing to divert unnecessary noises, minimizing interruptions, and reducing digital overload prevents loss of concentration. 785. Distraught, deeply distressed or emotionally unsettled. Agitated, upset, distressed, troubled. How can people support someone who is feeling distraught? Distraught individuals need reassurance. Comforting troubled minds with empathy and ensuring distressed individuals have support channels fosters emotional healing. 786. Ditty, a short, simple song. Tune, jingle, melody, ballad. How do ditties help in learning new languages? Catchy ditties aid memory retention. Children often learn through engaging melodies, while jingles reinforce concepts in playful ways, making language acquisition fun and effective. 787. Diurnal, active during the day, daily, daytime, sunlit, circadian. How does the human body adjust to a diurnal cycle? The body's diurnal rhythm regulates sleep. Exposure to sunlit hours triggers alertness, while following circadian routines enhances well-being and productivity. 788. Diverge, to separate or move in different directions. Split, deviate, branch, depart. How do individual career paths diverge over time? People's choices diverge based on interests. While some branch into creative fields, others deviate towards specialized industries. Exploring options ensures a fulfilling future. 789. Diversity, a range of different elements. Variety, assortment, difference, multiplicity. Why is diversity important in education and workplaces? Diversity fosters inclusivity and innovation. Exposure to variety of perspectives enhances learning, while embracing assortments of backgrounds strengthens collaborative efficiency. 790. Divert, to change direction or focus. Redirect, distract, deflect, shift. How do governments divert funds to different sectors? Governments divert resources strategically. They redirect budgets for development, ensuring shifts in priorities benefit infrastructure. Avoiding unnecessary deflections prevents financial inefficiency. 791. Divestiture, the act of selling or giving up assets. Disposal, surrender, relinquishment, distribution. Why do companies engage in divestiture? Organizations pursue divestiture to optimize operations. Relinquishing non-core assets allows refocusing, while disposing of unproductive investments strengthens financial health. 792. Divulge. To reveal or make known. Disclose. Reveal. Expose. Unveil. Why is it important for journalists to divulge factual information? Divulging truth maintains integrity. Reporters must disclose verified details while carefully choosing when to unveil sensitive topics to ensure responsible reporting. 793. Daughter. To move unsteadily due to weakness. Tremble. Stagger. Wobble. Shake. Why do elderly individuals sometimes dodder while walking? Aging leads to doddering movement. Weak muscles cause wobbling, while staggering steps indicate loss of balance. Managing mobility issues ensures independent living. 794. Dodge. To avoid something skillfully. Evade. Sidestep. Duck. Bypass. How do athletes dodge obstacles during competitions? Sports require agility to dodge hurdles. Players sidestep defenders with precision, ensuring strategic bypassing in competitive environments for victory. 795. Doff. To remove or take off. Shed. Discard. Remove. Take off. Why do people doff their hats in formal settings? Doffing hats signifies respect. Many remove headwear during ceremonies, choosing to shed social barriers to express humility and tradition. 796. Dogged. Persistent and determined. Tenacious. Stubborn. Resolute. Unyielding. How does a dogged attitude contribute to success? Dogged determination fuels ambition. Tenacious individuals pursue goals with focus, refusing to yield under pressure. Staying resolute ensures achievement. 797. Doggerel. Poorly written or trivial verse. Jingle. Nonsense. Rhyming gibberish. Bad poetry. Why do some literary critics dismiss doggerel poetry? Doggerel lacks depth and artistry. Unlike refined poetry, it often reads as rhyming gibberish or nonsense lacking structure. However, some jingles are amusing despite low quality. 798. Dogma. A principle or belief held as absolute. Doctrine. Creed. Tenet. Conviction. How does dogma influence religious or political ideologies? Dogma shapes societies by establishing core values. While some adhere to strict doctrines, others question tenets to adapt beliefs. Finding balance ensures intellectual growth. 799. Doldrums. A period of inactivity or stagnation. Depression. Slump. Lull. Stagnation. How can individuals overcome doldrums in their career? Escaping the doldrums demands action. Professionals facing a slump must rethink strategies, avoiding stagnation by acquiring new skills or networking for fresh opportunities. 800. Dolorous. Expressing great sorrow or distress. Mournful. Melancholy. Grieving. Sorrowful. Why do certain music compositions evoke a dolorous feeling? Dolorous melodies resonate deeply with emotions. Mournful tunes express loss, while melancholy harmonies evoke nostalgia. Music reflecting sorrowful themes touches human experiences.